Hello everyone, this is Joe Lucier here for our weekly Tongren session. For those people that are here for the first time, this is a distance healing method. People that are watching can actually put in their requests through their Facebook or through my website and different things like that. And people will also be joining us from Instagram, which we were going to go live right at this moment. So again, people watching and even people later that watch the recording, they will be able to receive the benefit because these sessions are merely connections. Depending upon the future, the past, the video itself is just a connection to your current consciousness. And it can also connect and trigger something in what we call our own morphic field or the collective unconscious for Tongren. So these are the things we can do. And if you're here, like I say, put in your request on our website, honesthourwellness.com. Look up the weekly event or on our social media pages, Instagram, as well as Facebook, Tongren Station, and Honest Our Wellness. And let's begin right away. So welcome everyone. Good to see you. And let me know, we've updated everything so that the video will be current. It should be fine. Let me know if that's working. Instagram should be fine. It won't be interrupted by outside calls. So I think we fixed, thanks to the help of someone who knows a lot more about this than I do, these technical issues should be all set. So let's begin right away. We have a request. As I said, we can watch the requests in live time. Tap issues for TBI, traumatic brain injury, associated brain bleed, loose teeth, receding gums, and numbness in the ball of the left foot. And Rachel Jones, and as she says, tap for healthy breath and, of course, an end to the bombing of Gaza, which we want to tap for as well. So thank you for that request. So let's work on blood flow to the brain. So the AV is good, looking great. Blood flow to the brain command points. So for anything dealing with the brain, we want to really focus on 3 blood supplies: carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery, and work on associated brain bleeds. That will heal. So blood flow and then nerve flow down the neck, also to C1, C2 for the brain. And Andrea Shah. Loose teeth, receding gums, and for Andrea, throbbing tooth. So C3, C4 for the teeth, everything dealing with the teeth and gums. Facial artery for the blood flow to the teeth and gums. And Dorothy Mansfield, Marshall, welcome. Blood flow, nerve flow down the spine. And by the way, we are actually at this moment immersed in a Tesla biophoton generated field. So the ouch point for the eyes, but especially the teeth and gums as well. So there are good things you can do, like swishing, coconut oil and sesame oil. That's what I do. For throbbing tooth, which sounds like an infection, definitely swish with oregano oil, diluted oregano oil. Start off slow. So the question is, do I feel anything while sitting in the field? Not extremely, to answer your question, I don't necessarily feel that way, but when I was in the immersion project, the immersion experiment, I was basically energized until early hours of the next morning. And then there was kind of a detox, but that would be about 250 times the dose of what we're experiencing right at this moment. You can feel probably with our hands as we go over it. Yep, you can feel scanning it with your hands. You can feel something very subtle. Blood flow, spine. But while we're working on the blood flow to the brain, also supported with confusion and memory loss, GB13, right side. Memory, so C1, the occiput area. Vertebral artery, spinal artery. So we've got a few things as we go down. Let's always work on the brachial plexus of the arms, of the shoulders rather, for the arms. There are other options also for the teeth and bones. It's a homeopathic called Symphytum. You take one of the little tablets and put it into a 6 or 8 ounces of water and sip that like a teaspoon throughout the day. And do that for a while. That's really good for the bones and stuff. And before we continue down, C6, C7, thyroid, parathyroid. And hello, Sylvie. Enjoy the chi. Just sit, breathe through the nose. Do a journey with the chi throughout your body. Lead it, as they say in Chinese, Yi Dao Qi. The mind leads the chi. Tiger Balm patches, yes. And a massage in Hong Kong. That would be a place to do Tiger Balm and massage. How is Hong Kong these days? I used to visit there on a regular basis. It was really close to where I was living. We could fly, take a flight, inexpensive flight, go there for even the daytime. Hang out, go shopping, and come back. Activate the whole spine. Kim, it was great to see you on Saturday. Gorgeous day, 7 a.m. Yep. So let's continue on down. So we have a couple of people for cataracts. But let's complete what we started for Deb, thyroid and major hearing loss for Deb. So facial artery, cranial nerve, GB 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And C3 for the ears and the hearing. And down, so on the ball of the left foot, numbness, T7 blood flow, nerve flow, lumbosacral plexus, and down for the ouch point, 3 parts, left foot and toes, left foot, that is the left foot there, okay, grounding with a 3 and kidney 1. And thank you all for joining. And let me know if anybody's interested. People have been requesting we do another immersion, full moon, Tesla, biohealing field transmission. We got a lot of good. And we will have this time probably Canada, California, and the US connected to do it. Okay, so next we work with Rachel and Happy Mama and eyes, macular degeneration, wet both eyes plus cataracts for Dorothy, and someone else for cataracts. And here we go. Blood flow to the brain. Command points to the brain and the brain stem. Brain stem command points. GD17 for breathe, for circulation and lungs, respiration, healthy breath. Vertebral artery to spinal artery. Perfect blood, T1 for the bones, T7 for the spleen, and T3 for the lymph, for Happy Mama. T3 for the lungs, for breathing, lung 1, lung 2 for the breathing as well, for Rachel. So we're thinking of doing another full moon, probably not November. So maybe January, New Year would be a good time to do it. Yep, maybe we'll do it again in January. T1 to T8, anti-inflammation, building the immune system for happy mama. And Detox T9 liver, T1 for the bones, GB39 for the bones, which is for perfect blood. Yep, and I hope, Esther, you put your request in there. My phone was not even working until a couple of minutes ago. I want to make sure I get your message correctly. But let's begin with the eyes and macular degeneration. Blood flow to the brain. Ouch point for the eyes. Blood flow, carotid artery, facial artery. Cataract C3. There's also, remember the book, The Cataract Cure, NAC, eye drops for cataracts, macular degeneration, C3, C4, and GV17. T1 to T8 for Kelly. With the chemo. Nodules in the thyroid, definitely add lots of sea vegetables, especially during chemo. And the thyroid, parathyroid, it can get rid of nodules. My mom was a family of all the women had goiters, and I recommended sea vegetables to her, and she got rid of her goiter. And grounding. C6, C7, thyroid, parathyroid. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay. And Sylvie's shoulder is doing great. Got some patches. Kim, it was awesome to see you. Okay, so let's continue on. Blood flow to the brain. Blood flow to the brain. Let's do some extra cataract with Joanna. GB13 right side for Lara, calm and worry-free mind. So two main parts, GB13 right side, Yin Tong, temple, third eye area. And it says here, Lara is doing really well. Glad to hear it. Great. Excellent news. Okay, blood flow, nerve flow. But we have some more for the eyes. Left eye retina back in place. Work on the ouch points, energy to the eyes. Do some qigong and bring energy to the eyes. And hello. And I was just mentioning something about homeopathy for the bones, symphytum, which I do still take based upon the recommendation of somebody here today. It's brilliant stuff. Homeopathic comfrey. Blood flow. C3 for the eyes for him. He said they were seeing shadows before. G6, C7, thyroid, parathyroid, definitely thyroid issues. Sea vegetables would be the way to go. Natural iodine. C3 also for cataracts. GB20 for cataracts. Ouch point on the eyes for cataracts. Blood flow, nerve flow. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay. And next we have, welcome to us on Instagram, Patricia and homeopathy.lm, which is great. And we will cover all of that. And we will also do some more for Kim Chow's COVID and immune support and blood pressure for Joanna. Let's do that. And by the way, my heart procedure was successful. I'm glad to hear it. Tap for stroke, affecting right side, gleeful pal, blood flow to the brain. So blood flow to the left side as it crosses to the right side, severe aortic stenosis, successful surgery, which is great, type 1 diabetes. Avoid dairy products, animal products, plant-based foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, all sprouted. GB 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, for fluid behind the ear. And for Patricia, neck, tightness. So shoulder release point, GB21. Stomach 11 and 14 and 15. I'm sorry, SI 14 and 15. To release also the neck and the trapezius. Go into the occipital area. So we'll do the whole occipit area for your neck tightness. Blood flow, nerve flow to C3. For dry eyes. C6, C7 for Patricia Cook. Metabolism, thyroid, parathyroid. And let's also continue to the stroke right side, which would be the brachial plexus. Then the nerves to the right arm, right shoulders. And T7 and brachial lumbocervical plexus for the right leg. Okay. Pancreas. Also for cataracts, you put a drop on the outside of the eye on the eyelid. I heard that works really well for cataracts. It will be good for also castor oil for cellulitis on the right eye and face and neck. Warm castor oil or castor oil packs. That would be my recommendation. Let's work in clearing all COVID remnants. There are specific remedies which are just recently released, advanced formulas for long-term COVID. I'll be taking it myself. I've had COVID more than once. Mostly self-induced, like leaving the country, working in New York, going to a concert. So, my fault. Gotta live. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Yeah, let me know, Lua, also when you get your Tongren doll as well. And I think you're sending me one, and I'm sending you one in exchange. Hopefully it'll arrive soon. It was sent a little bit late, but you should be getting it. They're hard to come by. They're actually not available anywhere in North America, Canada, and Mexico. So there you go. So also for Kim Childs, restoring sleep, respiratory health, brain function, mysterious rashes. Rashes are oftentimes caused by a sluggish liver and skin detoxing process. So I would definitely take digestive enzymes or digestive bitters, or best, even better, clay packs for the skin rash and all of these things, actually. Magnesium will also help to for better sleep as well. Blood flow to the brain. Arrived today. Woohoo! There you go. Great. Finally. Make sure you get all set. That's a good one. I think it is the last one. Yep. Let's make sure we complete everything for you for Kim. Let's look to the brain. brain command points. And let's work on the headaches. We have very specific points. Other options, of course, is frankincense on the occiput. I think all of these things you've done. The other one is wheatgrass concentrate right along the occiput as well. Reactivate the nerve areas. Command points of the brain stem, respiratory health, brain functions, 3 blood supply supports, occiput, vertebral, and carotid artery. And it's also for brain support. So we are multitasking. Tongren biophotons simultaneously, channeling it through the collective unconscious to our Tongren morphic field. And hopefully we will not melt the ice caps with all of our amazing chi and work. And we also have gleeful guests. But let's work on T4 for the skin and rashes for Kim. GV17 for Joanna for blood pressure. C6, C7, GV20 for sluggish metabolism. As well for Patricia. The pituitary, thyroid, and parathyroid. C3, 4, 5 for the eyes, face, neck, cellulitis. Definitely, even clay packs. Have you done clay packs for the eyes and the face and the neck? For the cellulitis, for sure. That will help that, I think, a good option. If I were to do it myself, I would take some clay, some castor oil, and some water, and I would make a pack. And then leave it on, ideally, a long time, overnight, if you can. T1 to T8, anti-inflammation. And if you hear Esther, if you could chat in your request. I do not have access to your request. I can guess, but I'd like to get more detail. I couldn't get access to my phone until after we began. And you've been using castor oil packs. Try some clay in that. Blood flow to the brain. Gleeful guest. Let's do some more for the headaches. GB17, GB20 on the occiput area, specifically for headaches. Blood flow, nerve flow to the spine, T1 to T8. For Esther, immune system, reducing pain, right arm, hips, and knees. 128, anti-inflammation. And we want to work on the medulla for leaky veins. I don't think they're leaking anymore, but we want to make sure that area is strong for the future. Tubal artery, spinal artery, kidney disease, anemia, so T1 for the bones. Let's also do some extra work for perfect blood, T1 for the bones. So anemia sometimes can be not necessarily an iron deficiency, but a copper deficiency, because you need copper to really make the iron work. So you may have lots of iron, but you need more copper. And that's a process that involves the liver and different things. Liver and kidney, detox organs for gleeful guests. So if you guys want to put in your names, that's cool too, because then week to week, I know we can follow as you progress, because you're all going to do better. And I know how you're doing week to week. T5 for the heart, AFib. Resistance training is really good for AFib. So let's work on T9, T10, liver and gallbladder. To support the liver and gallbladder, definitely daily apple cider vinegar, bitter herbs for the liver. Watch your electrolytes for your stenosis, inflammation, T1 to T8. So a couple of people for congestive heart failure, T5. So let's support the parts of that. Lungs, T3. Heart, T5. And T7. And how you doing, Pat? Patricia Cook. CV17. And grounding, liver 3 and kidney 1. Anything dealing with the heart, hawthorn paste, hawthorn tinctures are really highly recommended. By the way, people that know some Tongren, join us for our Masterclass, because you're all masters. And that is on, I think, December 2nd, coming up in a couple of weeks, for our 1 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time to review basic Tongren, and then to get some advanced topics, and then really work on case studies for everyone. So let's continue. And we a peaceful stranger, and we'll work for Aunt Lydia, and then Diane. Blood flow to the brain. Let's really focus on this. And like I say, we have the biophoton pump going on. Anything we can do to enhance your session is what we will do. Blood flow to the brain command points. Arrhythmias, those are really helped by electrolytes. hawthornberry herbs, resistance breathing. To balance the central nervous system, blood flow to the brain. GV17 for glaucoma. Thank you, Worldly Hero. We fixed the problem. Thank you for your feedback. I really appreciate it. So you are seeing me live. Not a recording. Recording is good, but it's more fun doing it live. So, Peaceful Stranger, work on strengthening your heart. Slow, rhythmic breathing to balance the central nervous system. Hawthornberry herbs or vein health herbs. I can send you recommendations as well. For the heart, did you have COVID or a vaccine, Peaceful Stranger? Feet hot and painful. What's that about? Wow. Too much chi getting stuck in the feet. Try some foot massage. That would be one good option. And we have a feedback from Rachel. Tarina opened up the lungs and O2 is up to 95. Okay, great. Physically, we just mechanically created more space for breathing, which is what we wanted to do. Great. And I hope your hips better too. So, TV17 for the glaucoma, T5 for the heart, but central cortex, motor cortex, and hypothalamus, the managers of the central nervous system process. Hot feet, C6, C7, that would be blood flow. Definitely check your B12 levels for your nerves and your circulation and your heart health. And Radiant Local. Like I say, feel free to put in your regular names, just for even a first name or a nickname consistent, like we have Happy Mama, she's here every week. And then we can kind of have a continued follow-up for you. Up to you. Not necessary, not required. So, Radiant Local, blood flow, nerve flow to the entire spine. And then blood flow, nerve flow for the lower back pain. T7 and then L1 to L5. Next we work with Lynn Marie for Aunt Linda. And then Diane. Also suggestions from Lynn Marie. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So, all cancers, I highly recommend the Essiac tea. And for breast and prostate issues or cancers, DIM, D-I-M, those are super powerful things. If people are interested also, there are other options such as fenbendazole, which is a very well-researched, peer-reviewed science anti-cancer remedy. And of course, core is diet. So let's begin with blood flow to the brain. So breast cancer, I suggest also there are breast castor oil packs, custom made just for that. I would do that. Lulu'sNaturals.com is a good option. Brain command points of the brain. So, blood flow to the brain, carotid artery, vertebral artery, occipital artery. And also 3 blood supplies for Augustina. Welcome, Augustina. Three blood supplies and the medulla for Augustina. She's doing great. She has good family support, so she's going to do great. Glad to hear it. So T4 for the breast, T3 for the lymph for Aunt Linda, T1 for the bones. So some very basic stuff for cancer prevention. Lemon water, 12 to 16 ounces in the morning, and add to that some baking soda, or just have baking soda, a special medical grade 3-part carbonate that I can give you as well. That is alkalizing. And the oxygen system for everyone with cancer. Phrenic nerve, lung 1, lung 2, CD17, and T3. And let's do one more for GD17 for Augustina, the occiput area, vertebral artery area, and the carotid artery area. Support for the brain stem area. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay, and we don't want to miss Diane for congestive heart failure, and Detox from mold and chemical exposure for everyone, but especially Kim, Pondering Traveler, blood flow to the brain, GV17, cardiac center, T5, left side, right side for the heart for Diane. T1 to T8, detox, anti-inflammation. T3 for the lungs. C3 for the sinuses. T3 for the lungs. And detoxing, T9 for the liver. L2 for the kidneys. So clay baths, clay foot soaks, definitely a way to get rid of excess chemical exposures and saturation in the body. Broken right foot, so calcium balancing, C6, C7. Definitely put a foot poultice, a foot clay poultice, maybe, or a comfrey pack on the right foot overnight. Definitely. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. It's great to see everyone, as always. Valerie. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. So Valerie, as I mentioned earlier, we want to do another full moon with a person in California, Canada, the US, and ideally more. Kind of have trajectory control and to do these things. And what she's saying is I have, when I was in the immersion, I had 2,100 times of the cans. I didn't realize it was 2,100. I thought it was like 500. But I definitely had some detox, which is great. I had some extra energy. I was awake for about 2 days. Totally wide awake, not exhausted, but wide awake. And it was pretty powerful stuff, as she says. And Valerie is an excellent practitioner in many modalities, including Tongren, dowsing, and other awesome things. So blood flow to the brain. Brain command points. Make sure we didn't skip anyone. Blood flow, brain command points. And you're leaving the chat, Faris, but did we work for your mom? Let me make sure. We'll do it anyway. C3 for the eyes. Facial artery for the eyes. Blood pressure for you. Blood flow to the brain. And the question is, how is my shoulder? It's doing great. It's a little resistant. It doesn't like to move so much. Right tonsil. Thank you for reminding me. That is one that I did not get. You are correct. So we'll do, for everyone, we will work on brain command points, brain stem command points. We will work for seasonal affect disorder as well. GB13 right side. Definitely there are specific light bulbs, light devices, because light is what's happening is our body is a light machine. It needs light to do work. It needs light to function. And if it doesn't get it, it will start to not be optimal. We must have light every day and in a specific schedule. So definitely there are seasonal affect disorder lights you can do as well. Happy light. And happy frequencies from YouTube, believe it or not, for almost anything. Vertebral artery binaural beats. Vertebral artery, spinal artery. In Tong for seasonal affect disorder. And again for Esther. Brachial plexus for the arms. Lumbosacral plexus for the bladder and the legs. T1 to T8 for inflammation, osteoarthritis. So let's work on the tonsil area, C3, 4, and 5. The tonsils are an immune organ. They are not a bonus. They should be removed at the discretion of a surgeon. C3, 4, and 5 for the tonsils, and especially the right side. Thank you for the reminder. And activate the whole spine. And for everyone, we will do 2 parts, craniosacral fluid and lymph tune-up for everyone. Blood flow to the brain. Brain command points. And for sleep apnea, have you tried sleep tape yet? That may solve the problem. Forcing you to breathe through the nose during the night. That will help a lot. Let me know if you've used it, Tracy. You are welcome, gleeful person. Thank you for the reminder. So, cranial sacral flow, which is also photons, starting in the crystal palace, between the ventricles of the brain, pumping, and timing is critical for our bodies. And then down the spine through T1, sacrum 1 to 5, tailbone 1 to 4. If you're afraid to use the sleep tape, just put it on the center and have a little breathing on the side to get used to it. Or try it during the daytime. But you can put it on the center, but it will create more nasal breathing. Maybe we talked about this before, more nasal breathing, and it will help your sleep so that you'll be able to have a more efficient sleep. Maybe that's the way to go. You put it in the center with an opening on the left and right side if you don't feel comfortable, and it's a great way to start. And work on the cranial sacral fluid. Round trip, tailbone. And next, a lymph tune-up for everyone. Lymph down from the brain to the sky window. That's part 1. Anybody here interested in the Tongren training masterclass? Axillary lymph of the armpits. I highly recommend rebounding for everyone. Inguinal lymph. Peyer's patches. Liver 3 and kidney 1. There's a good site, consciousbreathing.com, for the sleep tape, a good supplier, or the buteyko-clinic.com from Ireland, also another good supplier. And if you don't find any, let me know. I have some available as well. So let's do some chi for everyone. Take a deep breath through the nose. Hopefully the biophoton stream is working well. All right. Great to see everyone. We covered everything well. Instagram is fixed. Website is fixed. We are on track. 2024 is going to be amazing. Crazy Chi. Great. Let me know if it's different. Last week, I think we did not use the biophotons, and this week we did. So if you see a difference, that would be interesting as well. But whatever I can do to enhance the Tongren and to make it better for everyone, that's what we're going to do. Thanks very much, and have a great day. Blessings to all. Be kind to one another. And I think next Thursday is Thanksgiving, or definitely absolutely stronger. Yep, that's the goal. Or a day of mourning, depending upon your perspective of what Thanksgiving means to you. Anyway, a lot of people will not be available next week. If you're in other parts of the world, it's okay. Talk to you later. I will be here. Have a great day. Bye now. Thank you, Rachel. Stronger. Well, that's consistent.